Muhammad, the false prophet, the prophet who only recognized himself as a prophet when his wife and Christian uncle told him. The prophet who was frightened and unable to distinguish whether it was God's angel or the devil who appeared before him. The prophet who had to do a naked experiment of his wife to determine whether he was perceiving a devil or an angel. The prophet who made several suicide attempts amidst the turmoil of his prophetic mission. The prophet who thought he was mad and demonized. The prophet who was bewitched. The prophet who led a life of moral corruption, unethical practices, and acts of violence. The prophet who had no idea about the future and salvation of himself and his followers. The prophet who said his aorta will be cut off by God if he says anything false, and later on his deathbed he screamed that his aorta is being cut. The prophet foretold that the corpses of prophets would never decay, but his own body began to decompose in 3 days. The prophet who assured hell for all his followers. The prophet who is still waiting in hell to be saved by Allah.